Bonjour le shuttle. So why are we at the tunnel? We are just about to start an epic road trip around Europe. Let me fill you in a bit more about the last 48 hours. We have just got married. So we have spent the last 48 hours getting married at a registry office, having a meal with family, having a party. It was awesome, we had an epic time, and then we jumped straight in the car, took Liga's brothers back to the airport. It has just started to chuck it down with rain. I'm gonna get in the van and I'll tell you a bit more about it. Good old British weather, it is chucking it down. So like I was saying, we have had an amazing 48 hours. We got married, we had such an awesome day. Everything went perfectly to plan. You know, we just had a great time. Liga looked stunning. We didn't maybe have a lot of time afterwards, so we were crazy busy getting the van packed up. It's all fully loaded now. We are at the tunnel and we are ready to board. So we've got our pass in the windscreen. Never done the tunnel, so it's all pretty exciting. So this is the start of our epic adventure around Europe. We've been planning it for years and we finally pulled it together. It's going to be the most amazing honeymoon. We're going to bring you along. There's going to be some epic running. We've got some amazing locations to go to. So first stop is going to be Amsterdam. We'll see you in Holland. Welcome to Amsterdam. First stop on our awesome European road trip. We are in Amsterdam. We had a pretty long day of driving yesterday. We did just over 700 miles in 24 hours, so it was a little bit frenetic. We got about 3 hours sleep, but we thought we'd come out this morning and have a quick run around town, try and capture some of the sights before we jump back in the van. And we're heading off to Hamburg. We arrived at about 8 o'clock last night. Found this awesome campsite about 10 minutes outside of Amsterdam. Super friendly. Found us a pitch straight away. Great facilities. We caught the metro in this morning to have a quick run round and take in the views. Not going to be here long. We actually popped down last night as well once we got here because I wanted to show Liga the red light district and how mind-blowing it is. So we came and had a quick look and something to eat last night, which was wicked to get some decent food in our bodies after a long trip and not a lot of sleep. So we're going to have a run round. We'll try and show you as much of this beautiful city as we can. We're only here for a couple of hours and then we're heading off to our next location. Don't think I'll apply for that one. That is definitely a Dutch bike. It's such a shame we haven't got more time to spend it. It's such a great city. But we have got a hectic few days, so we are heading back to the campsite now, get everything packed up, and then we are heading off to Hamburg. So we got quite a long stretch of driving today again, especially after yesterday. So let's get back, let's hit the road. That is the campsite. If you're ever coming to Amsterdam and you need a campsite, you need to check them out. We turned up, we had no reservation, and the guys have been super helpful. They found us a pitch. It's a 15-minute metro ride into the centre of Amsterdam, so cracking location. and it is a beautiful campsite. That was the guy that sorted us out yesterday. Awesome guy, really helpful. Just a wicked campsite, and like I said, we hadn't even booked. Just rocked up and they sorted us a pitch out. That is the van all packed up. We are going to hit the road again on the way to Hamburg. All done, all checked out. Remember to get my passport back. Pretty important bit of kit. We're all done in Amsterdam and we are hitting the road and we are heading for Hamburg. We will see you in Germany. We are in Hamburg. Morning guys, it's early. It is just coming up to 6 o'clock. We stopped off at Hamburg last night. We got here at 8 o'clock. I didn't do any filming because we were staying with a friend. We went out for a lovely meal. It's, like I said, 6 o'clock in the morning. We've got a long day. Just thought I'd jump up. I've never been to a city that has so much graffiti. There is graffiti everywhere. We didn't really get to see a lot of it. We had a quick whistle-stop tour last night with a friend, but today we have got a lot of driving. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to get running. Not enough time in Hamburg, but we'll see what we can do in Copenhagen or maybe even Stockholm.
Starting route to Copenhagen, then turn left onto Run4Adventure.
Run4Adventure.
We have just crossed the border into Denmark. We have so far on the trip covered 6 countries. We've driven nearly 1,200 miles and we are heading towards Storebælt Bridge, which is an amazing bridge. We've been looking at it, wanting to cross it for many years, so we're pretty excited about that. We're going to cross the bridge and then we're going to head to Copenhagen for a bit of lunch. We have arrived in Copenhagen. We've only got 2 hours, so let's do some sightseeing. Just come down to Copenhagen Harbor. This is a cool place, man. How cool are these buildings, man? All painted different colours. And then the other side, you've got all these awesome boats, awesome ships. Restaurants all the way along one side. Such a cool city. We haven't got long here, so again, it's a quick stop. So a couple of hours, we managed to grab some food and, like I say, taking a few of the sights, but unfortunately we've got to go back to the car and we've got to get a few more miles in today, and we are heading for Sweden. So next stop Sweden, not far from Stockholm, hopefully by the end of today. So we're heading back to the van now. So we just worked it out. This is our 6th country and our 3rd city in 3 days. So we've driven about 1,300 miles, not got a major amount of sleep. But we are heading back to the van like we just said, and we are going to head for our 7th country. So let's get back on the road. guys, it is the 8th of August at 6:45 in the morning. We stopped halfway between crossing the border and Stockholm. A bit of wild camping, first time we've experienced a bit of wild camping. It was dark when we turned up. Waking up, we're in a pretty good location, so we've just packed up the van. We've had a quick coffee. We're going to go to Stockholm. We're going to try and have a run around Stockholm, see a bit of the city, and then we've got a ferry to catch, which we are crossing across to Latvia. So this is why the first week's been a bit hectic, lots of driving mileage, not a great deal of sightseeing or running, to be honest. So that's going to change next week. But for now, we are going to, like I say, get in the van. We're going to go and have a few hours in Stockholm, and then we've got a ferry to catch at 9 o'clock across to Latvia. We'll see you in Stockholm. We've arrived in Stockholm. We've learned a few things on this trip already in the first week. One, parking in major cities is very expensive, so hence we are at the park and ride. So we've just parked up. We're going to catch the train into Stockholm city centre. We're going to have a run round, try and show you the sights. We've got a couple of hours before we've got to leave to go and get the ferry, like I said before. So we're going to try and cram as much into them 2 hours as possible. So we'll see you in the city centre. We have arrived in Stockholm. Have a look at this. What a beautiful place. Stockholm is an awesome city. I wish we had more time. You know, we shot through the last week and we've got to see places, but we really want to go back to some of these cities, especially Amsterdam, especially Stockholm. There's so much to see. It's so vast, and 2 or 3 hours just isn't long enough. But we've tried to show you as much as possible, but we could do with another 2 or 3 days, I think. I don't know about hours. This street. This is bonkers in the middle of Old Town, Stockholm. We've got this narrow street covered in graffiti. Right, we're getting good at this. We've seen some of Old Town, not all of it, a little bit of Old Town. We are heading back to the train to get back to the car, so we've got what, 20 minutes. So like I say, we're getting pretty good at this speedy sightseeing. Liga could even do a bit of shopping as well. Made it. Yep, our home is still here, luckily. So that was a whistle-stop tour of Stockholm. We had 3 hours parking, we had to catch the train in, and we got 20 minutes left, so pretty good going. So we're going to get changed and then we're heading for the ferry. We'll see you there. I hope you just enjoyed that little time lapse we did, because you know we had a lot of time on our hands because we've been sitting waiting to get on this ferry for hours and we're still waiting. We're knackered, can you tell? Bags, we're knackered, we need the toilet, we haven't eaten, and we're waiting for this sodding ferry. Come on, ferry, sort your life out. Anyway, we've had a long wait and it's starting to get a little bit ridiculous. We're on at last. So welcome to our royal suite on the ferry. It's not quite a royal suite. I don't know if you can hear the air conditioning that we can't turn off. It's like a flipping freezer in here. So we're going to get wrapped up to try and keep warm. But we really hope you enjoyed the video. We've had an amazing first week, or should I say first sort of 5 days. We were chatting earlier about it and we realised what we've achieved since Monday. So we were still in London on Monday, and it is now Thursday the 8th. We've been to 7 countries, 4 cities, 3 capital cities. We've driven 1,726 miles, and now we're on a ferry going from Sweden to Latvia. So it's been super full on. So over these last 4 or 5 days, we have learnt a lot. This is our first experience of sort of travelling in a van, winging it slightly, bit of wild camping. Things we've learned. First thing, Holland, or should I say Netherlands, as it's known now, is an amazing country. We loved it. We're definitely going to go back. We loved Amsterdam. I just love the fact how organised, how tidy, how friendly the people are. So first thing, Netherlands is a great country. Number 2, coffee in service stations in Germany is flipping terrible. It's disgusting. We tried several, they were all disgusting. So that's number 2. Number 3, Sweden is a flipping big country. We were driving for hours and hours and hours, and we only got halfway across it. Also, trees, they've got millions of trees. There's trees everywhere, and what looks like some amazing nature and some amazing trails that again we'd love to go back and explore. Number 4, 2 hours in a big capital city probably isn't enough time to explore, even when you're running around. You know, we got to see some of it. We got to see some amazing architecture, amazing buildings. We don't really know a lot about them buildings or about what went on in them buildings because we just didn't have time to get in there and soak up all that information. Really hope you enjoyed the content, really hope you liked the video. We tried to capture as much as we could in the time scale we had. We've been tearing around like headless chickens, but we've loved every minute of it. So really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel please, it really helps the channel grow. We really appreciate it. So we've got lots more planned, we've got lots more of the trip to go. So we're going to be coming through Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, Slovenia, Croatia, Italy, and obviously coming through to Chamonix for the finish. So we're going to capture lots of footage. Any comments guys, get them comments in the box below. If you want to know anything about the trip, where we've been, some of the destinations we've been to, I know there's plenty of them destinations that we're definitely going to go back to and we're definitely going to spend more time in. Please leave them comments below. So that's the first part of the trip over guys. We are completely knackered. So as always on Run4Adventure, stay safe, keep on running, we're off to bed.